Football League.
This is our time. Our time right here.
And now, please welcome your 2028 Houston Texans.
On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. His guys putting together a season to remember, unbeaten and untied to this point. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, it's D'Amico Ryan. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted. Meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
After a gain of 5 on 1st down, it is 2nd and 5. They go back to Allen. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Allen. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cowboys.
They'll look to throw. Left side, caught by Lamb. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go. Let's go.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Texans' 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and receiver Tank Dell ready to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You got to look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run into the gun with Mixon. And not much there. Quick defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd and 5. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Stroud going to set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Leads to third down and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Lost on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit. Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get forward for a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. From the 24 now, here's second and 8. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Cowboys. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here comes Allen, and he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now, faking the give to the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4.
At the
19 Tigers.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Ready.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Here we go.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll go with him again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Back at the 11.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Lamb. This has been quite the drive. 3 points, you kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Turnover on.
Schultz, the motion man.
18.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack. He knew exactly what play was coming.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. They'll run the sneak, trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On play action, Stroud. He'll get this out wide.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and
that'll be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
4-yard loss on the play.
Task of...
You know, let me tell you, within the 5-yard line, you cannot run the ball in this game. It doesn't matter what your formation is. It doesn't matter what your personnel. It doesn't matter. You just cannot run the ball from the 5-yard line forward. Maybe even the 10. It's very frustrating. I'm trying to establish a run. I can't get running touchdowns this year. I just can't do it unless I get like a 20-yard run. Because it just gets stuffed. For some reason, if you run to the left, the right side of the line collapses, so they just get you from the back end. It's like they're trying to, like, I know they're trying to, like, fix the offensive line in the game because people have been bitching and whining the offensive line sucks, which I don't think it was that bad. But it's like they've overcompensated, so it's like you either have a massive and then it doesn't work right. So you either have a massive fucking hole that you're sprinting a 50-yard run on, or you just can't do anything. You're just getting tackled as the ball's being handed to you. It's fucking annoying.
Tougher as they face 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Mitchell.
a bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now and he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Texans nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Texans offense ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. It is 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And 3rd down coming up. Now Stroud. Headed left, buying time. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Stroud. Oh, on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Cowboys have it. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Texans nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's the big tight end, David Njoku. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, and it's Ashton Genty. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. The Raiders come away with an 8-point victory. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the home team running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Chargers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense and Braylon Allen ready to take over again. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now screen set up for Blue. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Pulling back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward 4 yards. But that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Hill look to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
There you go, set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just he never gets into the teeth of the defense
There are
at all.
too many
Ends up
unblocked
being taken
people
down for a loss.
for some reason in this game. Like today. Like when there's games like this, like the AI just likes to leave players just unblocked for no reason. There's nothing in the blocking scheme that I'm calling that shows that the guy in front should be double teamed and the linebacker should not be blocked. I'm handing the ball off. The guy's running through a hole and there's just an unblocked person sitting there waiting for me. It's like, come on, man.
Third down and 9.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Texans nothing.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 16 yards. First down. For Houston.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And will be forced out of bounds, a very short game.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll pop this ahead for about... But it will set up third down.
4-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
That's good for an H-town. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 11.
The play clock down to 0. And
Delay
this,
game.
not the
Off.
best of sequences.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Stroud going to set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Elliott's kick is good, and the Texans are finally on the board. It's 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. A carry here for Allen. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, here's second and a couple.
19, try to go, 19. Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
He'll drop the throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they will finally run him down. A big play for the Cowboys. It's a gain of 34. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Steady, steady.
On the ground, it's Allen. And he's in! Braylon Allen. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Cowboys extend to a 24-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7
From the 31, here's second and 2.
On the quick, right?
Now Mixon. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
A loss of
This
2.
is third and 6.
Brings up third down and 6.
18.
To throw is Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. And the conversation is real. The 17-0 can be seen on the horizon. And he's able to to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Brings up second down.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
And it's third down.
To the outside, looked in by Lance. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Ready? Let's go. Ready.
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll run with Allen. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. It's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
Come on.
It's third down.
Fix the eagle.
Throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And a fair catch. Is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. The struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
6 yards.
Here we go. Let's go.
It's 4th down.
18. What's that?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tony,
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
all right. 18.
Higgins sent in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Number 36.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
From the gun, here's Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
gain of 7.
3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
All right.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10.
To throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long, long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one hot. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Texans. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans back within 7. It's 24-17. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop the throw. There, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, a big 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard mark. Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On the run to the right, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
I just love how completely controlling the game. 3 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden this team
The
just
Texans
becomes
offense make their way out to take
and then
over once
combine
more.
that with the
We're all
bullshit
even.
where I
Fourth
can't run
quarter,
the ball
so
against this
every
team.
drive, so important
And
at
it's just,
stage.
this game is,
And they'll start
it's
with
just,
1st and
the
10.
AI just completely fucked me on this game. If I lose it, it's just fucked me hard.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll be set up.
Yeah, I mean, C.D. Lamb
40 with that
is
one.
being covered by linebackers who are literally strafing. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the last possession. They're strafing sideways, keeping up with C.D. Lamb. This guy, all of a sudden, Stroud can't miss a pass. It doesn't matter who's covering who. My number one corner can be covering their number 4 receiver. They're just catching everything, even when they're guarded. There's nothing I can do.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it.
And by the way, their backup's in, shredding me.
Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up third down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Pick up a 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go.
Now give on the ground. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes Allen. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second.
Ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain. Such a deflating feeling on that sideline. Here, you have a shot where you make it, you win. Now your defense has to go back on the field again, and I can guarantee you this is going to be a slow walk back onto that field.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3. On the give, this is Mixon. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
Right when I put the dust in it.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
1st and 10.
Just deflated, man.
Down from the gun. Their throw here is complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's into
back
the
up
end
quarterback
zone.
just absolutely shredding me. Touchdowns down, come right back.
Well, they were not hiding
I just
anything.
know, I knew this.
Quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
I knew this game would fuck me. I knew it.
Jump, Mike. There was
I've felt
no
that for a few
disguising
weeks now.
anything. There was 10 guys blocking.
I may not have looked like it, but I feel like
in this
I'm
case, it's the
offensively.
quarterback taking it in
I
for
can't
6.
stop anybody on defense.
it's a
It's just
win
when you go
here for the
undefeated, your team just
They had to
unravels.
work for this one.
Like if you want your stats to be good, just lose a game.
Able to get the breakthrough.
The AI just not let you go
To
if you
come
did this
away with the
game.
victory. And that'll do it.
Because they'll just take your defense will be
For our
terrible.
entire team. I'm Mike
It'll be in
Tirico.
high-scoring games.
This has been a presentation
It's
of the NFL on EA Sports.
You know, an offensive line
It's
is
a
just, you
win
don't know
for
what
the
you're getting in this game.
Texans, as we say.
You're either getting a massive
so
hole
long
or you're just not
from
doing
Houston.
anything. There's just no in between. There's no, you can't really have a consistent running game in this game. completed 4 passes. 2 of them were touchdowns. Like, come on. I had like 11 sacks or something in this game, and they're still completing like 80-something% passes and just shredding me. That's my point. It's like, you know, it doesn't matter what you do. If the AI wants you to lose, you're just going to lose.